Welcome to the Daily Life Connection video talk time as we continue to explore who God is and how He operates and what difference that makes in our daily lives as we walk through this difficult pandemic together. I was thinking about these little videos and how much I'm enjoying doing them actually. And I'm hoping that you are enjoying them as well. I was thinking they're kind of like vitamins. You don't take a vitamin and that very day think, wow, I'm feeling so much better. But as we take vitamins over a period of time, we begin to realize my health has improved and I'm overall more feeling better. Well, I hope that that's the way these little morning talks are for you, that they're sort of like spiritual vitamins, and that no one in particular may be the answer for you, but that as we share them together over a period of time, we begin to find that they give us spiritual and emotional strength and health as we walk through this. So I just was thinking about that and hope that's true for you. Today, I want to share the idea of come out wherever you are. The old kids' game of hide and seek. And it seemed like you were having to try and find the people, and so you were calling, come out wherever you are. And sometimes we, I think, feel like that when we're in difficult, stressful times in life. We feel like God's gone and hidden on us, and we're saying, come out wherever you are, and we're anxiously trying to find Him. I think it just sometimes feels like, where is He in this? Why isn't He doing something? Why can't I see Him at work in this situation? Reminds me of a story in Mark chapter 4 when Jesus and his disciples were in a boat going across the Sea of Galilee, a huge lake, and when a severe windstorm came up and the waves were breaking over the boat, and I'm sure the sails were sort of in tatters, and the water was coming in faster than they could bail. And Jesus is asleep. Amazing, but he's asleep in the back of the boat. And when they go to him and go to wake him up, they have this question for him, and they said, "Don't you even care that we're about to drown? Don't you even care? Like, come out, wherever. Why are you just hiding yourself from all of this?" And Jesus' answer to them was, "Oh, let's calm this storm down. Now, guys, where's your faith? Where's your faith?" I don't think he was talking to them about having enough faith to calm the storm, but enough faith to be calm in the storm, if that makes sense to us. You see, he was there all the time, and I think what they didn't realize is just because he wasn't actively working on their behalf, just because he wasn't visibly doing something about their situation, they assumed that they were in grave danger. And Jesus, I think, is trying to tell them, if I'm present with you, you're safe. Just because you don't see me active, just because you don't feel my presence, doesn't mean I'm not active. Another great example of that is, of course, Psalm 22. My God, why have you abandoned me?" Jesus' cry from the cross. He began to quote Psalm 22. And at that moment, it seemed like he was feeling he was abandoned by God. Was he? No, absolutely not. Because in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, it says, God was in Christ reconciling the world to himself on the cross. God was present in him. But he felt like he had been abandoned. He felt like, where are you, Father? Why aren't you doing something in this? Why can't I seem to get hold of you and see you and feel your presence with me? But God was there with him. It reminds me again of, how do we know that God is present with us when we don't see him actively involved in our daily life, or we don't feel like he's doing what needs to be done in this situation. We're convinced that he is with us because in John chapter 1 it says, the word became flesh, Jesus became a human and dwelt among us He got in the boat with us, if you will. So he's in the boat with us. And of course, in John 14, he says even more than that, you're in me and I'm in you. So we are assured that even though we don't sense his presence or don't feel or see him in action, mitigating our circumstances, he is present. He is with us. And the reality is that means we are safe. We are safe. So I think just because we don't feel him working or his presence, just because we don't see the evidence of him working, we need to remember he is with us. He's in the boat with us. He's in this mess with us. And he does not intend to let this pandemic take him down. And because we're in the boat with him and he's in the boat with us, it will not take us down either. It will not have its final destructive purposes manifested on us and in us. So I hope that's encouraging for you today. It was a good word for me today to just remember, even when I don't see him, even when I don't feel him, he is present with me. And it's his presence with me, his union with me, his partnership with me, his vitally connected life with me that makes this day safe, that gives me assurance. The storm will not have the final answer. The cross was not the final answer. And interestingly, just as a byline here, in Psalm 22, if you continue to read that psalm, and Jesus knew that psalm well, in verse 24, it says, "You have not hidden your face from me. You have not abandoned me. You have not ignored my cry." And so that's a good reminder for us. The cross, the storm on the sea, are reminders that he never abandons us, and we are always safe because he's with us. I trust that that's helped you today. I trust that that's made you feel encouraged and that it has been a good vitamin for you today. Well, like I said, I'm enjoying these times together. I trust you are. If you have any suggestions for things you'd like me to talk about, put them in the comments down below. And if I can, I'll try and comment on them or talk to you about them. So as always, love to hear your comments, love to hear your take on these things, and we'll talk again tomorrow.